Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. My channel is called Sheila Sparkles, and here I share bits of the sparkles of my life, which is mainly I love luxury and talking about fashion and a bit of lifestyle here and there. So, for today, I'm going to be comparing or giving a comparison between the ORAN sandals from Hermes and also the Christian Dior DWAY slides. So I've got with me here on my side, I've got the two sandals. So I've got the usual, so I'll go first with the Hermes ORAN sandals. So I have them in two colors. Yeah, they're a bit dirty, but I've already cleaned them, but the marks from the dirt doesn't really go off, I feel like. So this was my first purchase of ORAN in the color black or noir. Is it noir? Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. So yeah, so this black ORAN sandals was my first ever Hermes piece. And I absolutely love this. So I got this like 2 years ago, and look how well they've held up. Now at the back of these, I've already put on some rubber soles to prevent me from slipping. So I'm gonna be saying what I think are the positives as well as the negatives first of the ORAN sandals. So the ORAN sandals, if you don't know, comes in different leathers. So they have like Napa leather, they have goat skin, and this is box leather. So the wear and tear of this is very minimal, I would say, with the black. Because to be honest with you, we don't have an Hermes boutique where I live, so I have to order this online as well, all the way from Australia. So yeah, so the previous design had like a brown sole, and it's really good, I think, because it hides dirt. If it was like white, like my white one, then it would easily show the dirt. And as you can tell, this one I've already taken to the cobbler and have the rubber soles in. And the reason for that is because Hermes ORAN sandals are very slippery. They're made out of leather, like this entire piece is leather. So you get your money's worth, but unfortunately, if you get this, I'm sorry, I mean, I've cleaned that, but it really looks shit like that. So yes, I ordered this at a size 37, and this one is 36 and a half. I would say I'm a true size 36 and a half Italian size. So, but this was like, oh, I don't really know what, I was trying to gear towards the safest side, and the safest side for me was to order a 37. So that's what I did. And to prevent from slipping and having breaking my ankle or my foot, I decided to put rubber soles on the black one, and I haven't done that on the white one. It's because I use this quite frequently. I should actually go and take this to the cobbler. So yeah, so I would say with the ORAN, the comfort level, it is very comfortable, okay? I have not had any problems with like breaking in. There was no breaking in period basically. But the problem, if you don't get the proper size, like the 37 is still big on me. Because again, I'm a true 36 and a half in Hermes, I feel. So when my foot goes in, it sometimes like goes sideways like so. And it's not like, I would start walking, and then the sandals would just, I feel like I'm like moving fast forward, and like my sandal is like way ahead of me sometimes, and it would accidentally, for some reason, this heel, I mean, there's hardly any heel in this ORAN sandals. I'm touching the back, by the way, is because I've already, every time I've used my shoes, I make sure that I actually clean it before I put it back on my wardrobe. So yeah, so if I'm touching this, no, don't you worry, this are clean. So yeah, so the problem with this platform is that it hits my ankle. Maybe I'm walking really weird. I don't think I am, but it hits my ankle and it hurts because it's really quite a hard leather material, you know? And that happens as well with this white ones. Now you see the problem with the white ones is that it gets filthy real quick, like the dirt shows off. Unlike previously, they always have the brown leather lining on the where you put your feet. But here they don't have it. They just made it like all white, which looks nice at first, but when you've worn them a couple of times, then the dirt just sticks. And even though you've cleaned it, I just cleaned them with baby wipes, and they don't, yeah, the dirt just stays there, I guess. But it's fine. I mean, your foot is there, so they don't really, people won't really see that it's a bit like, it's not white anymore. So yeah, so I would say they're very comfortable, but definitely for me, for my feet, I don't have the slimmest feet, but I don't have a wide feet as well. So I'm a true 36.5 in these. Now, would I purchase another ORAN? We'll get to that later on. So yes, so the pros or the positives is that it is beautiful. It looks really sleek, and it makes your feet look good. And what else? Like if you've taken them to the cobbler and put some rubber soles, then if you have the problem with me like slipping in the groceries and stuff like that, like, to prevent accidents. Actually, one time when I was in Philippines, I was wearing this white one, and I went out of my sister's car, and I was like slipping, and it was quite, my friend saw it all, and she was like, oh my gosh, are you okay? Luckily, I had like my elbow onto the side, and I didn't like fell onto my, face planted to the ground basically. So I would say these white ones are my favorite. The black ones are not so, because they're quite big on me. Because again, I feel like with this box leather, I'm not too sure with Napa or goat skin or other types of ORAN, because they come in different leather types. But with the box leather, I would say that it stretches as well. So it's definitely stretched. And I would take them to the cobbler now soon. Maybe tomorrow, if I've got time, I'll take them to the cobbler and put some rubber soles underneath, like what I did with the black ones, to prevent me from slipping, because I don't want to have an accident, break my leg or something horrible like that. So yes, so with regards to price, I'll just put it down below how much it is. But when I bought this, it was around 900 Australian, 950 or 900 Australian dollars, but that's a year ago. So this was bought in 2020, and I got this, 2021, and this one I got it in January of 2022. So this is like 2 years, and this one is like a year of wear and tear. And I would say I love them, and I will continuously wear them. I've gotten my cost per wear out of both of these, but more so with this white one, because during summer, I just love wearing lighter colors. And yes, it just matches my wardrobe. The white is definitely my favorite. The black is just sitting there. Sometimes I'm collecting dust, in my wardrobe. So I might let go of this. I tried to give this to my mom, but unfortunately it doesn't fit her, because she's a size 38 and she's got wider feet. And that's why some people in the internet say that, there's a breaking in period and it's very uncomfortable on the H part. But for me, it's not really a bother. I find this really, really comfortable with the sizing. So maybe just see if your foot, I would say if you've got a boutique near you, just try them on and see if you like them. Would I recommend the shoes or the sandals? I would say yes, but again, it depends on your style. The good thing about this is that it's very understated. Nobody really knows that it's Hermes unless they know or they own a pair of ORAN sandals. So where I live, it's very understated. It's not like, logo ho or something like that. And it's beautiful. It serves its purpose. It's a very comfortable sandal. I would wear them during summer, spring, and even sometimes during autumn if it's not too cold outside. So yes, or I'm just gonna quickly nip or run into the groceries and I would wear them as well. Now, the next would be my Christian Dior DWAY slides. And as you can tell, it's rubbed off. So this is made out of, so the lining, this area here is made out of leather. And then this bit which says Christian Dior is canvas. So as you can tell, it's still very rigid. I got this, I think I've had this for more than a year, and it's still very, it's kept its form really well. I would say that the DWAY sandals out of the two is my favorite. I absolutely love these sandals. It's been with me through different holidays, but I don't know about you, but something with this, like really, this is the original color. Like, I feel this just matches with everything. Like anything I wear, it matches with this sandals. It's just amazing. And it's very, now when I got this 36 and a half, so it is again true to size. At first, there was a breaking in period and it was quite uncomfortable around this area here. But I mean, I've worn it like 2 to 3 times, and then it was after that, it was magic. It was the best ever thing that happened to me. I don't know if I'm being dramatic, but this sandals is my ride or die. Like this, the cost per wear of the sandals is next to nothing, honestly. And although it has rubbed off, I'm not really bothered. Like, who cares? So I think the main reason was when I was over here in New Zealand and then I went back home to Philippines, I took it to the beach and it was raining. So yes, it is that. It's bulletproof. I was raining on the beach and then we had to walk for another 15 minutes. So it got soaked in the rain, but it was fine. It dried. And then this area here just rubbed off when I went back home to Philippines, because you get the humidity just makes your feet a bit, I don't know, like you perspire more, if that makes sense. So yeah, so it has rubbed off. I'm not really bothered because it hasn't rubbed off immediately after I've worn this a couple of times. It's rubbed off because of my sweaty feet basically. So when I went back home in Philippines, the humidity, just different countries, my feet was sweating a bit more. I know it sounds gross, but it is true. That's why it's rubbed off. But where I live right now, it's actually when it's summer here, you don't sweat. It's more as a different heat. The heat where I live in New Zealand is a dry type of heat. So yes, so I only noticed the rubbing off when I went back to Philippines for almost two months. So yes, and I've worn this a lot as well. It is definitely, logo in front of you, really flashy, but I love it. I'm a logo ho. I love these sandals or these sandals. It's just amazing. It's the best thing. It's Yeah, I would repurchase this again. Not that I have to, but I was actually thinking of a different color, not a lighter color. I would never buy this in lighter color. I would still, because this color is like, you don't really see any wear and tear. And at the back, as you can see, I've got like rubber soles as well, because to prevent myself from slipping. These are the thing with designer sandals. I feel like they don't, put an extra effort to put a rubber in, because it's like leather, it's like luxury. I don't know, I'm not too sure. Maybe that's what they think. So yes, so definitely I would suggest going to the cobbler, paying that extra money, because then the longevity of your shoes or your sandals, like you have to think about that too. It will last longer, and that's why this has last longer. And I've had this for almost 2 years, and yeah, it's still beautiful. It doesn't look like it's gonna go anywhere in my wardrobe. I will still continuously use them. They are very comfortable. They are much, and they don't hit my ankles. So when I walk, it doesn't like accidentally hit my ankles. I don't know why the ORAN does that. I'm not too sure why, but for some reason, if I were to give you an option, I would go with the DWAY. I think the DWAY are the best ever sandals. They're very comfortable. I could walk on this all day long, and I've done that several times. On the beach side, on the seaside, I've walked to the mall, like long distances all day, and this really is good support. And plus with the rubber soles from the cobbler, it really made a whole lot of difference. I don't have to worry about slipping or things like that. So yes, so my suggestion would be the DWAY. But again, you do what's best for you. I would say I love to have both in my collection. Now, I would definitely say 100% I would buy another of this DWAY sandals. But with the Oran, I think I'm gonna go with a colorful one next. But I'm not in a rush to buy these again because I don't know, like and another thing with this Oran sandals, it's like when you walk, do you hear that? It's very clunky against the concrete floor. Everyone would hear you from miles. And that really is quite annoying. But when you have the rubber soles, so it's still clunky. I'm not too sure why. But the DWAYs, yeah, the Oran is definitely louder and clunkier, if that's even an English word. Sorry, English is not my first language. But yes, I would definitely, I don't know, and then this just hits my ankle for some reason. I really do not get it. But yeah, again, which one would I repurchase first? Definitely the DWAY. Do I need another Oran sandals? Probably no is the answer. I'm not too sure, but never say never. If I see a color that I absolutely love, then I would get the Oran again. But for now, I would definitely prioritize my funds or getting another DWAY because I absolutely love them. They are more expensive, by the way. They're around 1,400 New Zealand dollars right now, I believe. Not too sure if there's been a recent price increase. So when I bought it, it was around, I don't actually remember how much, but it was around 1,000 mark. So it was definitely more, the Orans were definitely more expensive compared, the DWAY is definitely more expensive compared to the Oran. But I would say by not much, and I would still repurchase the DWAY because if I lose this, like I would repurchase this as soon as I can. So yes, I would say I love the DWAY sandals. And I know it's like logo ho, and it's not very understated, but the comfort level of the sandals is just a 10 out of 10. So if I was to rate, my Oran would be, in white, because I love wearing the white one. My Oran would be a solid 7.5 out of 10. And my DWAY is a 10 out of 10 because I just love this. These are my faves, I know you're not supposed to play favorites with your, stuff or shoes, but I find them the comfiest, and I find them that my feet looks really great in them. So yes, that's about my review and also what I think about the DWAY and then the Oran. I absolutely favor the DWAY sandals just because I use them more often and I feel like they suit my wardrobe and my style. So yes, thank you so much for sticking and watching. Continue to watch my channel. I would love to hear what your comments, which ones are your favorites, the DWAY or the Oran sandals. And yes, and I will see you in my next video. So please like and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here, and also follow me on Instagram if you want to see more of my personal life where I share everything bits fashion and just everyday life with my 2 cats. So yeah, Sheila Sparkles on Instagram, and please follow me here as well. I would absolutely like to have you here. So yeah, so thank you to everyone who's watched this video, and I will see you on my next video. Bye guys.